this channel is basically about self-development, business, as well as finances. Guys, I've been planning my introduction get to know me video for such a long time, and I just realized that I've been planning it and pushing it away because I am stopping myself from actually posting it or actually posting video. I think I've been a YouTuber for such a long time and I don't have a lot to show for it because I've been doing so much work on the background, right? And it got to a point where I'm actually eventually tired of it because, like, I've been doing so much work and I can't, or I don't have anything to show for it. And I was like, no, man, I'm going to actually post my videos, whether they look bad or terrible or whatever. What is important is that growth, and what is important is the message that I have out there. I've been working for so hard, whether on TikTok or on YouTube, to have such a clear message on what I want to say to people so that when they come to my channel, they are able to basically understand what this channel is about. I want to put some kind of my message basically, and I think I found my message, which is basically do your best. I think that is my message, is to do your best, to show up in this life in the best way that you possibly can. And I think this message helps you to know that you don't have to have regrets when you show up as the best way that you can, because you know that you did your best. So I am in a season of having to shift from the identity that I have to the identity that I need to be. But I think I want to begin with realizing that the identity that you have is not helpful. The identity that you have is outdated. The identity that you have is holding you back so much. So I've been doing a lot of personal development, personal work since last year. And I knew that the problem was internal. But then I think around December, I thought I was done with personal development and I just wanted to change my circumstances outside. But right now in January, I realized that there is so much work that needs to be done with my identity, because I did a lot of personal development and it helped me to be more aware of myself and my internal environment. That helped me to realize that my identity is something that is not going to take me to where I need to be. How I view myself is toxic. And this is not even coming from a place of trying to have a pity party or trying to want people to feel bad for me or to feel bad for myself. It's coming from a recognition that truly how I view the world is one of the reasons why I am in the way my life looks right now. And I wanted to talk about this and talk about that. If you are someone that has an identity and you realize that you are so ambitious, you have big goals for yourself, you know the potential that you have, genuinely you know the potential that you have, you know that you are someone that has to be so much further in life, but you're not. And that is because of your identity, how you view myself. To make an example, I have an identity of believing that no matter how much I try, I'm always going to be a failure. And that was one of the most heartbreaking things, not to find out because I kind of knew it for a long time, but to accept that this is where I am. This is my belief of myself. And it felt so difficult to really come to terms with it, because honestly, if the world does not believe in you, you're the one who has to believe in yourself. And so when I had to come to the conclusion that I don't really believe in myself like that, it was very, very difficult. But I realized that it was the identity that I had. And that identity, I think across our lives, we're going to have different identities. But that identity specifically was adopted in childhood. I grew up with that identity. And obviously when you are a child, you can't regulate yourself to the things that are happening around you, to understand that when things don't work out the way that you want them to work out, you automatically blame yourself. You automatically blame that this is how I was created, that this is how my life is going to be. And so if you as an adult don't do the work that is necessary to actually undo these beliefs that you have about yourself, it will run in the background whether you like it or not, right? And these were the beliefs that I had about myself, and I still do actually. That's why I'm planning that the first few episodes are really going to be working on an identity shift, because I just realized that where I want to be, the person that I am has to die. And this is a message I want to bring you today, that you know your potential. You know the type of person you want to be. You know the impact that you want to bring to the world. You know the ideas that you have. But if you constantly have an identity that does not identify with success, that identifies with failure, that seeks to look for ways why you are failing to prove that you are a failure, it's not going to take you far. Because I imagine myself, I was like, I am someone who's very ambitious. Okay, like don't I don't allow my life to trick me, because where I see myself, I literally see myself as a boss babe. I see myself in meetings. I see myself in business. I see myself having talks. I see myself being surrounded by highly motivated people. I see myself being around people who are doing great things in this world. And I just realized that it cannot be that the identity that I have right now is going to take me there. It's impossible for my identity to take me where I need to be. And I accepted that, hey, and I accepted that, hey, I kind of need to do an identity shift. I need to change inwardly, not tell myself to becoming. You know, this thing of we are constantly becoming. I think it's no longer that. It has to be that I am that thing so that I can operate from that. I have to change my world view, how I talk, how I walk, how I breathe, how I look at situations, how I look at my internal state has to change. And that is a lot of work. Awareness is not enough, but it is the first step of recognizing the issues that are inside and then trying to work towards them. So yeah, basically that is it. That is something that you can look forward to. I am definitely going to do a lot more, but I just needed something just to kick the ball up and really start. And I just realized that I'm talking to normal people, okay, and the people who like my content will definitely love it. And I just want to be clear in my message in terms of my channel is about show up the best way you can. Do your best in life. Even when you are laying down, do your best. Whether you're living, do your best. Live up to your potential. Okay? And my content is about self-development. It is about business as well as finances. Just kind of being able to juggle the whole adulthood life. Learning how to maintain your life and manage actually your life, learning about finances, learning about business. Whether you are someone who is unemployed and looking to find ways to make money, that is a great way. Whether you are employed, I think right now we live in such an economy where if you might even be looking to have a business one day, it is always great to open yourself up to great information about businesses. So definitely, again, hope to see you next time. Bye.